What is your favorite space fact? The sun is about 400x larger than the moon, but also about 400x further away, making them the same apparent size in the sky. This absolute fluke is the reason we have eclipses, and I think that's flippin' amazing. Put on your tinfoil hat and check out who built the moon. The size coincidence really is just the tip of the iceberg. If someone watched you fall into a black hole, they would never see you fall in. You would reach the event horizon, then stop moving completely, and you would become more and more red until you became infrared, and invisible to the human eye due to the light being reflected off of you being redshifted by the gravity of the black hole. So like when a monster dies in Final Fantasy VII. Buzz Aldrin went to space, and many years later punched a dude in the face. Hey, that rhymes. I like watching astronauts punch people. You can actually see 5 planets with your naked eye: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. I actually just looked out my window and saw Earth. So 6. Now, if you use a mirror you can see your anus. If 2 pieces of the same type of metal touch in space, they will permanently bond, also known as cold welding. It happens because the atoms of 2 pieces of metal have no way of knowing they are separate. This doesn't happen on Earth because of air and water found between the pieces. Note that this is only true for metal pieces that have been cleaned scrupulously and are very flat, or noble metals like gold. Otherwise there's a thin oxide layer on the surface that gets in the way. All other planets in the solar system can fit between Earth and the moon. This one hurts my head the most. It's big. Really big. You can fit like 3 whole cars in space. That there's actually gravity in the ISS and that 0g doesn't mean no gravity. Something like 0.9 g is felt in the ISS. The 0g is from falling so fast around the curve of the Earth. And that the ISS is one of the fastest man-made manned objects we have built. It's moving so fast that the fastest jet is stood still by comparison, and that visually the speed with which you can watch it cross 22 miles of sky is so insignificant in time that if you blink you would actually miss it. The fastest manned object was Apollo 10, which reached 24,791 miles per hour on re-entry. The ISS orbits at 17,150 miles per hour. Falling back from the moon gets you way higher than low Earth orbit speed. That there is about 10 billion visible galaxies, and each galaxy has billions of stars. If each visible galaxy had 100 billion stars, there would be over 1 billion trillion stars in the visibly known universe. Parking is not a problem in space. I'm not sure about that. I've been watching this roadster that has been driving around for a while and hasn't found a place to park yet. You are the universe experiencing itself. If you leave hydrogen alone long enough, it'll eventually ask how it got there. The largest known star is Scuti, whose radius is around 1700 times larger than the Sun. Even crazier is that it's 1,700 times larger by radius, which means that it could fit 12,105,603 of our suns inside it. Interestingly, since it's a red giant, it has an extremely low density with a mass of somewhere between 7-10x that of the Sun. Since Elon Musk launched his Tesla into space, there is now a greater than 0% chance of there being a car accident in space. I like facts like these. Another one: if you have 2 legs, you have more legs than the average human. The surface area of Pluto is less than the surface area of Russia. That scientists believe space smells like hot metal and cooked beef. So basically space smells like a BBQ. It takes 7 minutes for light from the sun to reach Earth. If the sun disappeared right now, none of us would know for 7 minutes. The red supergiant star Betelgeuse is close to dying. This may sound like it's due to happen in the next few weeks, but in stellar evolution terms, close could mean any time in the next million solar years. However, because Betelgeuse is 642.5 Ly away from Earth, the supernova could have actually already happened as far back as the 14th century, and we would still not yet know about it. Also, the sheer size of the thing. Our sun is the tiny yellow speck on the far left. Furthermore, Betelgeuse is far from the biggest known star in the galaxy.